Hello and welcome to Mirror Path IRL RPG. You can get the app with this guy and you can join the school community with that guy right there. I'm just going to be going over some essential updates that I've just made uh, these last 2 days or so. So let's go over and check out the app. So in here, if you're not aware of it, in the settings tab, there is now a professional mode. So if you click that guy on, it goes black and white or white and black. Yeah, so that's how that works. So you could choose either a community or a company, depending on the purposes, depending on where you are, really. Um, so where shall we begin? Let me go back to that one. I like there you go. Yeah, so right here, it is now instead of experience, it is consistency and the how many days streak you have of consistently logging your actions. So if you haven't been on here before, you just click on this guy and click on this guy, and it opens up the chart based off your stats. So as you can see here, there's a little dip because I went about a week or so, the last 5 days without logging any actions. And then today I just decided to I was just able to log the actions. I was able to every day, but because of all this, how much I was exhausting myself, I was not able to do that guy. Yeah, you can choose between top 4, top 12, or you could pick and choose which ones you want active or inactive. And then, yeah, hit the average button. So if you go to month, you could see the changes within that whole time frame. Now it's also got years you can look back on as well when it becomes years old. Now the big change that I made for all the people that were already on it is there's two. So right here, logging your actions. So logging for today, you can get full points, or if you forgot to do it yesterday or you missed the 12 o'clock uh, timeline, hit yesterday and you'll get half points for each of those actions. So in the today one, you can also set the reminder. So I have it to set a reminder for me at 11 p.m. to shoot me a message saying, hey, you have to go in and log in your actions before 12 o'clock. You can set that for whatever time you want, like you saw there. And now, oh, now we can go down to, so there's log actions, tasks, and pre-commitments. This one was a request from Mr. Jason Elizondo. He owns the School Community Personal Development School. He's been a huge asset to building this whole app. Let me see. So there's the reminders that you could set. So I put mine to start at 11 a.m. and then every 6 hours it will remind me to come back in here and check if I have done all these acts. So let's see. I did this guy. So now that the script writing is done, so after this stream that I'm doing right now, I'll just click that off. Then I'll read one of my downloads that I made, one of the 12 downloads that I created for the lessons to the update. So once I'm done with all of these guys, I'll get points into my consistency stat. And another thing I changed was the level. So right here, every day that you log in, you gain a level. So I changed that from the experience bar, determining your level, to the days that you log in. So I've logged in for 43 days, and if you if 43 days passes by and you only logged in 7 days, it'll say 7. So that's how the leveling system works. And then let me see. So if you are, what is that called? If you are new to the app, another thing that is on professional mode, let's go to that guy again, is this deal. Right when you open up the app, it's got the chart just available so you can see your stats. So if I was focusing on working out, I would only choose the top four, or I would only choose the, what's that called? The stats that require working out: agility, strength, and health. I don't think you need courage. Okay, yeah. So then that's what I will see, and I will know exactly where I need to go because I know where I am. Let's put that back on. There was another thing. Yes, the big change that I have added is right here. Bum ba bum. The ancient dragon. I've summoned the boss battle. So let me see. So we could see here that I have done damage, Miguel has done damage, and storyteller Danny has done damage. So that shows the amount of actions that we have created. And that is not functioning properly because it's supposed to show each of us uh, creating an action, really. And yes, so I finished all mine. That's why mine is probably higher. But yeah, it looks like a chicken. It's supposed to look like a dragon. All right. Anyways, that is how that works. You can, if you're a guild leader, you can, what is that called? If you're a guild leader, you can summon one boss per month, or not per month. You could summon one boss at a time until that boss is defeated. You cannot summon another one. You can do quests. You can create more quests and offer XP and a certain amount of gold, depending on how we make that work. So there's also going to be an option for silver, and the silver would be used in your guild store, not the main mirror path store. That is something that I'm going to be working on this week. So right here is the guild store, is the reward store, the main mirror path reward store. This is where you'll be getting your add-ons and stuff like that. My daughter's in the background saying, Steven is working. Okay. But yeah, so that is how that guy works. I forgot what I was saying because my daughter's super cute. But oh, the boss battle. So I really do need to fix that. What is that down below? Oh, okay. Okay, it was this. So yeah, it should be showing 3 separate hits. But yeah, in this, the top damage, the top 5 people of the after this ancient dragon, the top 5 attackers on the next challenge will be used for, what is that? For the rewards on the top one will get free guild tier access, lifetime guild tier access, and the next 2 and 3 will get lifetime standard tier. So those will be locked in, and then after the beta phase next month, the standard tier will go to $5, and the guild tier will go to $15 to $20. So those will be lifetime locks for the beta phase. So in the guild tier, I'll go over a whole new video on the guild, on all the tiers and the add-ons for all that, because they get some pretty nifty applications. So yeah, up here. It was up here. So I'll just go a little bit over with you on this. So on the duos right here, you can see it. You can, on standard or on the free tier, you can have one client that you can work with at a time. On the standard tier, you can have 2 slots, and on the guild tier, you can have 3 slots, or I mean 4 slots. Yeah, there's so much that can go into that I need to make a completely new video for that guy, because all the tiers are pretty There's a lot of information. I made a whole presentation for it. Let's see, battles. So the card battle, isn't accessible to. It won't be accessible to anybody on the free tier after the beta phase. Uh, but right now, anybody could use it. You just go into practice mode, click your uh, what is that? Click on your cards, or you can just do a random loadout, and then it'll give you a random loadout. Then you just confirm it. So I have a common, I had a rare, and an epic. So the mythic is the highest rarity. They got a rare, legendary, and rare. So that's why my rare was killed. I don't even know who attacked. Stormcaller used chain lightning. So my tank or my striker's common, so that's not gonna do much damage. Uh, Holy Strike. Let's see. I don't know if these are dark aligned. So you know what? I'm just gonna kill this guy and then hopefully kill this guy. Oh yes, I can kill all of them. So you just witnessed my greatness. Alright, so I won that just up here to look. And the battle mechanics does need a lot of fixing. Oh, there's also the rules on the top right. I didn't show that to you, but let's go back here so I can show that. The rules are right up here. It's hard to read, and I apologize for that. I will fix that because I didn't know that was a problem. I always just hit practice mode and started playing. Uh, Notice on my stats with my stats. I'll just do that. So right here you could actually change your familiar, and you could change the name of it. I just made mine Kaibun. And that, let's see. So I've been watching your consistency. That's the one thing that tells me everything. You're at a 5 endurance, which means you've logged in on 12 active days across 43 calendar days. That's a big gap. Your top stat, work at 1001, wisdom 1503, focus 937. They're strong when you do show up. But the pattern isn't about capacity, it's about rhythm. You built Mirror Path itself, wrote the book on consistency, and yet your active day count says you're touching the system maybe 1 week out of every 4. Here's what I'm asking without asking. What does that gap cost you? Not the app, you. When you disappear for stretches, what's actually happening? So, what actually is happening is I've been working relentlessly on this app, and I've been working on the upcoming podcast that I'm going to be running. And once I say that, I've actually been working on the app and upcoming podcast. Let's see what he has to say when I give him my reasons. That makes sense, and it also tells me something important. You're feeding work and wisdom; those stats don't lie, but you're not logging it. The gap isn't between effort and laziness; it's between when you're actually doing, between what you're actually doing and what this system sees. Mirror Path is supposed to be your mirror, Steven. Right now, it's showing you a fractured reflection. Here's the real question: are you not logging because the app doesn't capture what you're building yet, or because logging feels separate? I don't know how long the connection was messed up there, but I just disconnected LinkedIn because that was messing up the thingamabob. But anyway, so it's saying right now it's showing a fracture reflection. Yeah, you can basically, as long as you are, just tell it how it is. I've been working myself. Ah, exhaustion. Ah, I forget where do I put the H? I'm so stupid. There you go. I've been working myself to exhaustion most days. Unnecessary sacrifice. I won't budge on until I'm ready to. Nope. So let's see what he says from that. I hear you, and I'm not here to budge you either. But exhaustion has a cost that shows up later in decisions, in clarity, in the work itself. You can see it. You can't see it because you're still moving. That's how exhaustion works. The reason I'm naming it isn't to argue against the pace. It's because you're the one who wrote the formula to inconsistency. You're the one who wrote that the formula to inconsistency is ignoring what your body and spirit are actually saying. Your health, blah, blah. I understand sacrifice. And I am making the correct one based on my phenomenology. Fair. I trust you read on your own ground. And the only thing I'll say is this: when you're ready to log it, when you want a mirror to show you what you're actually building, the system will be here. No judgment about when that is. When that is. What else is on your mind? So that is how that guy works. And I believe that is okay. Yeah, that is all I got so far about the app. I just really wanted to show the. I was even surprised actually that I ended up showing that part of the app. My Kai button talking with me about my thingamabob. So I do need to work on my endurance, my strength, and agility. I, I like where my wisdom's at because I've been needing it to create everything that I've been creating. Yeah, so those are the updates that I've done recently on the app. I'm gonna go back to this guy actually because I like the dark. There you go. You know what? No, I like the dark mode. There you go. That is my favorite mode right there. Okay, so I'll end it with this guy showing on the front. Or I know, no, I won't because most people have not seen this part, and this is the character card. So yeah, you just click your logo and then so to load your guild member, right now it's just automatically set as mine since I'm the guild leader. Then let's go with Jason. Where's Jason? Right there. Jason. And then load this guy and everything will transfer over. So all of his stats on the card. Up here is where I can change the what's this called? The rarity. There you go. I'll go with epic so you can see the change. So it's now purple and it says epic. There's also the battle card. This is the one where if you duel somebody, you will win this card. I'm just going to autofill the skills based on his class, give him a staff, and now it has all of his skills. So he's got an attack here. He's got ending aura. He's got a healing thingamabob there. He's a rank 4 healer. Then it's got your element, your role, your weapon, and your affinity. So he has an affinity for the dark magic. Yeah, that's how this guy works. Then you can just save it, share it, save it, or save it to the vault, which is in here. So I got 4 cards here, and then I can just boom, save that, and refresh it. And yeah, that's how this guy works. So in the card battle arena, if you saw, there was actual cards that I won from dueling people, and it's that card, but for a 7-day battle. Yeah, so with that, I will end it right there. It's been 21 minutes. I passed my. Oh no, I only. You know, I'm gonna change this guy to. Change the pre commitment to. Should I go over more stuff in here? Just so I don't have to change that? Rank, Archmage. So the class is actually made by your top 3 stats. At rank 4, your top 3 stats is what chooses what rank you are. And then rank 1 is your first 3 days, you rank 1. Rank 2 is up to your first 7 days, and then rank 3 is 2 weeks. So rank 2 gets you 2 stats to choose from, and then rank 3 gets 3 stats, and then rank 4 is also 3 stats, but you also get the affinity that you saw on the card. So I think rank 1 you also get your element. So if you saw Jason had fire, and then later on, after he reached rank 4, he got his affinity for darkness. Yeah, that's how that guy works. See, I got 7.5 more minutes to stream this, so I am going to go over. You know what? I think I'm going to open Gamma and go over one of the lessons that I have there. We just pop this guy up. It's super slow. Anyways, maybe I'll just share my the community. Hide. Where's the butler? J. Let's hide J. Okay, let's end this guy. Then why did I hide it? I hid it and now it's hidden. Okay, stop sharing that so that I can share this one. Okay, now here are the slides. I'm wondering if I should go over. You know what? I will just do this. I'll introduce the paid tiers right now. There is some things where the Gamma app messed up on that I was going to fix before I did anything, but seeing as I still have over 5 minutes left, I am just going to do it live. So we're going to be introducing the 3 paid tiers, or the 3 tiers. 2 are paid, it's freemium, just like in school. And we're going to go through some add-ons as well. I'm just going to leave it in this page so we can go over that. So free will be the core app experience with limited usage. So even on the, it's going to show it later. Standard tier will be $5 and guild tier will be 15. These are beta prices. So after this beta phase, it will go up. And you see the free tier will have 5 messages and the countdown will be visible. You'll get 1 visualization tome, That's a visualization journal. So there's a total of 5, but you'll have access to one of those, and then you can create up to 3 goals on the free tier. The standard tier will be everything, and you can lock it in for $5 for life as a beta tester, and you'll get the full power of the standard tier. Um, no message caps on the inner guide. You get all the tomes, unlimited goals. The guild tier is you create your own guild. You can give quests and you could summon the bosses, like we saw in there. There was a dragon, an ancient dragon is the first boss that we're working on. These are the tier comparisons. So the inner guide is a countdown, unlimited for those tiers. Visualization tomes, active goals, guild creation, quests, bosses, only guild tiers. Add-ons are for standard and guild tiers. So you can't get the add-ons on the free tier. You have to upgrade to the $5 standard tier. But if it's not within the time, it'll be, I don't know, maybe $8. Um, there will also be annual pricing that I will pop in later. Duo slots to track your clients. So on the free tier, you get 1 slot to do all your client tracking, 2 for the standard tier, and 4 for the guild, and then $2 for every extra spot inside of that. Inside of that. So if you were to get the guild tier, or I'll go over it. There's more because there's going to be a cohort feature as well. This is going to be $20 a month, and this will be able to track up to 20 clients or students in one file or in one page. So all of them will be able to share notes on their specific days. Like go back to a certain day where a certain lesson was and talk about that. You can have your group messages. So the guild tier is, so here's an example. The guild tier is $15 a month. The cohort add-on is $20 a month, and then if you get 2 extra duo slots, that'll be $4 one time, and that'll be a total of 6 spots because you're standard 4. So that'll be $39 a month, and it basically pays for itself. That's what I want to change. Let's say 3 times over. That's one of the things that messed up on. There was something that went past, but ready to get started. Lock in the beta pricing now. So yeah, did we reach the 30 minutes? We still have a minute and 30 seconds that I will be just running over on. All right. So where is that? So that is all the stuff inside the app. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up the app one more time. Let me change this guy to this, and then I will share this tab instead. So we'll do a quick rundown, closing everything back up on here. Why is it messed up right now? Alright, so here is the profile page. Your settings. In here at the very bottom of the settings, you have request account deletion and then the privacy policy. That is the thing you want to click on to see the privacy policy. The background music. I'm not sharing sound right now, I don't think, so I'm going to leave that alone. But it's got some nice RPG style music going on. This isn't integrated completely yet because I'm not sure how many users want the Google Calendar synchronization. If I get enough users that actually want this, I'll make it so it's fully integrated. And visible stats, you can show only the ones that you want on here. So now that I did that, if you go to stats, it only shows the ones that are still highlighted. And then I like to see them all. You can also do from high to low or low to high. This shows your plan that you're on. So and you can actually put in your access codes. If you win a prize or something, I'll give you an access code, and you just come in here and hit that guy. Light and dark mode, your profile, frame. This is one of the things you can buy on in the store with credits. Your time zone and your guide, your inner guide. So this guy down here, you can choose the you can choose to enable the check-in. I like mine to pop in and tell it to prompt me to ask it about the patterns that it notices from that day, from everything. And also the deep philosophy mode, the AI is uploaded with my logic from my self-mastery book. So it's basically a tool that I wrote, a guidebook. And I also created this. So add context into here on how you want the guide to talk with you. It does not play around with the agreeableness aspect that most AIs do. So that's one thing I really love about talking with the inner guide here. And there will be an upgraded, I'm going to call it the butler, and it'll be a journal on the profile page, a golden journal that he'll be able to work with you. He'll be able to create tasks, uh, log butler journal entries. So it won't have access to your actual journal. Nobody has access to that but you, not even the inner guide or the butler. The only thing they have access to see is really anything else but the journal. And then that makes it so you can talk to it about your reflection. But the butler will be able to do tasks for you. It can even send messages to people within the guild, within your guild. You see, set goals and tasks automatically. It can log actions in a voice command. So that's the thing that will be coming up here soon. Display name, professional mode. I've gone over all of that guy. And if you're a guild leader, you got this access to change that right there if you wanted to. So that is about it for the app. You got your standard health log. There's a period tracker that I've been told is pretty nice. It has a temperature and a potion aspect to it where you can put reminders for the potion for certain phases, the 4 different phases. Um, yeah, so those are on the free tier. The health hub is on the free tier for everybody. The games will be the add-ons. The party battles and the duels are add-ons that you'll have to pay for the standard tier for. You see, I believe that is everything that I'm going to go over today. Commitment, went over that. You get points to consistency whenever you complete all of your pre-commitments. Yeah. Okay. There, I'll just close it out with the view of the calendar. And every day you see one of these dots is a day that you have a task to complete. Yeah. And everywhere you see a white dot is where you have a client that has a task as well. Where you see a red dot is where you have a task that you failed to do that day. Okay, so I will close it out with this because this guy right here is for the app and this guy right here is for the school community. Go ahead and click join on both of those to get the full self-mastery experience. All right, thank you guys for watching, and what is it? I'll see you guys around.